Welcome to Beautiful Home Design Ideas. Welcome to a world where blooms dance in the breeze, bees hum gently among blossoms, and every path is a journey through charm and nostalgia. If you've ever dreamed of turning your outdoor space into a romantic retreat straight out of a countryside fairy tale, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into cottage garden ideas with borders and fences, a visual feast of dreamy enclosures, weathered textures, and flower-filled borders that blur the lines between wild and whimsical. Whether you're working with a large garden or a quaint corner, these ideas will help you frame your floral haven with character and creativity. Let's begin the stroll. Split rail fences with meadow-inspired borders. There's something endlessly poetic about a split rail fence, those rustic wooden rails that seem to drift across the landscape like lines of a watercolor painting. Popular in countryside settings for their open, laid-back look, split rail fences are ideal for anyone who wants their garden to feel natural and free-flowing, rather than overly manicured. Now pair that relaxed structure with a meadow-inspired border, and you've got the makings of a breathtakingly nostalgic garden. Think soft drifts of coreopsis, cosmos, yarrow, and daisies spilling over each other in a kaleidoscope of color. The magic of this combination lies in its effortlessness. It whispers, nature curated this herself. Pro tip: use native wildflowers and let them reseed naturally. Not only will you attract pollinators like butterflies and bees, but you'll also cultivate a space that feels truly alive, evolving with each season. The openness of the split rail allows you to enjoy these blooms from every angle, whether you're strolling outside or gazing from the kitchen window. Waddle fences embraced by wildflower borders. Let's get whimsical. Waddle fences, those hand-woven wonders crafted from slender branches, bring old-world charm and artisan craftsmanship into your backyard. They're rustic, sustainable, and add immediate texture to any garden. Plus, they evoke a sense of ancient countryside magic, almost like a medieval herb garden come to life. Now imagine soft waves of wildflowers cradling these fences, foxglove, cornflowers, chamomile, and Queen Anne's lace blooming in unstructured harmony. These borders blur the edges, letting nature spill over in the most enchanting way. Wattle fences are low enough to keep that cozy cottage openness while still offering a sense of enclosure. The combination is both wild and warm, perfect for small gardens, kitchen plots, or even to frame winding pathways. Add a tiny gate with a curved top, and you've just created a secret garden. Iron fences adorned with herbs and blooms. There's a certain romantic elegance in wrought iron fencing, the graceful curves, the antique allure, the sense of mystery it evokes. Iron fences, whether painted black or left with a weathered patina, lend vertical contrast to soft, billowing plants. To bring your iron fence to life, layer it with cottage garden classics. Start with scented herbs like lavender, thyme, and rosemary near the base. These low growers create a fragrant carpet. Behind them, plant hollyhocks, delphiniums, and roses that grow tall and lean into the ironwork, as if trying to peek through. The visual layering here is exquisite. Herbs create a grounded base, mid-sized perennials add softness, and climbing roses or sweet peas give the fence vertical drama. This look works particularly well if your garden has pathways or seating areas nearby, where you can brush past the herbs and let the floral scent linger on your clothes. Loving these cottage garden daydreams? If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more timeless garden inspiration. Don't forget to like this video if it's giving you all the whimsical vibes, and leave a comment below telling me which fence and border idea speaks to your soul the most. Are you a wildflower wanderer or a clematis climber? I'd love to hear from you. Clematis vines on weathered wooden fencing. Is there anything more charming than clematis spilling over an old wooden fence? These fast-growing, flowering vines are a cottage garden favorite for good reason. They bring an abundance of color, texture, and vertical beauty with minimal effort. Choose a weathered fence, natural wood with visible grain, aged to silvery gray by sun and rain. This neutral backdrop becomes a stunning canvas for the vibrant blooms of clematis, whether you prefer rich purples like Jackmanii or delicate pastels like Nellie Moser. Add softness below with low-growing perennials like geraniums, catmint, or lady's mantle. The clematis can climb freely, covering the boards in leafy tendrils and bursts of blossoms, while your borders remain full and lush. If you want a truly ethereal moment in your garden, try planting white clematis near a bench, where it will glow at twilight. Bonus tip: mix clematis varieties for staggered bloom times. That way, your fence remains in bloom from late spring through early fall. White picket fence framing cottage beds. The white picket fence is the quintessential cottage garden frame, a vision of Americana, romantic nostalgia, and tidy charm. Its clean lines offer just enough contrast to unruly cottage borders, letting flowers tumble without looking chaotic. But the real trick? Let those flowers lean, spill, and flirt with the edge of the fence. Fill your border with pastel peonies, ruffled roses, violas, and pansies. Let lamb's ear peek out with its silvery softness, and sprinkle in bluebells and dianthus for pops of cool color. Because the white picket fence has such a light and airy design, it doesn't feel like a hard boundary. Instead, it becomes part of the garden's personality, guiding the eye, adding rhythm, and inviting you to peek through to what's growing on the other side. Want a little extra charm? Drape the fence with morning glories or climbing nasturtiums. Add a vintage mailbox or a hanging basket and you've just turned a simple border into a storybook scene. Weathered wood fence with natural greenery. Let's begin with a fence that feels like it's always belonged, the weathered wood fence, aged by the sun and softened by time. This kind of fence doesn't shout for attention, it simply blends into the background, like a well-worn page of a beloved book. Surrounding it, natural greenery takes center stage. Think thick drapes of ivy, soft moss crawling up the base, and clusters of ferns nestled at its feet. The beauty here is in the simplicity and authenticity. Pair it with loose, informal plantings, foxglove and lady's mantle spilling over borders, wild violets creating a soft ground cover, and perhaps a few hostas if you're in a shadier spot. The combination evokes a wild, woodsy charm, perfect for that old English countryside appeal. Add a rustic garden bench nearby, and you've got a secret corner that feels as if it's been growing quietly for generations. White picket fence with blooming rose borders. Nothing says cottage garden quite like a white picket fence, and when it's paired with blooming rose borders, it becomes a picture straight from a fairy tale. This timeless combination is romantic, nostalgic, and full of grace. The crisp white wood provides a clean contrast to the lush, overflowing beauty of roses, especially varieties like David Austin English roses, which offer those big, blousy blooms in dreamy shades of blush, peach, or soft yellow. Plant climbing roses to twist and twirl around the fence posts, while shrub roses or compact varieties line the base. Fill in the gaps with lavender, catmint, or even sweet alyssum to create a soft, fragrant underplanting. This look works beautifully at the front of the garden, welcoming guests with an intoxicating blend of scent and color. It's the kind of entrance that makes people stop, sigh, and reach for their camera. If you're loving these cottage garden fence ideas so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give this video a like to let me know you're enjoying it, and leave a comment below telling me which fence and border combo speaks to your garden dreams. Your interaction really helps this channel grow and lets me bring you more cozy, creative inspiration every week. Woven twig fencing and clipped hedges. This next idea brings a dose of whimsical charm straight from a woodland fairy tale. Woven twig fencing, also known as waddle fencing, adds a handcrafted, earthy quality to your garden. It's made from flexible branches, often willow or hazel, woven together in a technique that dates back centuries. It's charming, rustic, and full of texture. Pair this with neatly clipped hedges for contrast. Low boxwood hedges, or you can give you that tidy border that keeps the garden from looking too wild. The result is a playful balance, the natural imperfection of the woven twigs against the controlled, sculptural look of the hedges. In terms of planting, this pairing is great for herb gardens or kitchen plots, giving off a medieval garden vibe. Try growing thyme, sage, and marjoram within the borders, and let nasturtiums trail over the edges for a soft, trailing effect. Climbing clematis and bold borders along lattice fencing. For a more vertical appeal, consider lattice fencing, an elegant choice that feels light and open, allowing your garden to breathe while still creating division. But the real star here is the climbing clematis. This flower is a cottage garden staple, with its sprawling habit and star-shaped blooms in shades ranging from deep purple to creamy white. Train clematis vines to weave through the lattice panels, and at the base, plant a bold border full of height and drama. Delphiniums, lupins, and hollyhocks create a colorful skyline behind shorter layers of salvia, campanula, and daisies. The combination of the airy fence, sky-reaching climbers, and architectural perennials creates a dynamic layered effect that's both structured and romantic. It's perfect along a walkway at the back of the garden, or even as a semi-private screen between your garden and the rest of the world. Mediterranean woven fence. Now let's add a slightly different flavor to the mix, something with a Mediterranean twist. A woven fence made of bamboo or reed, tied with jute or wire, brings an exotic, sun-drenched feel to your cottage garden. While this isn't your typical English-style garden fence, it works beautifully when paired with fragrant herbs, terracotta pots, and bold splashes of color. The texture of the fence warms up in the golden sun and looks especially lovely against vibrant borders of red valerian, lavender, rosemary, and blue cornflowers. You can even tuck in small citrus plants or olive trees in pots nearby to deepen the Mediterranean vibe. Use this style in a cozy side yard, courtyard, or even around a sunny garden dining area. It offers privacy, personality, and that casual, relaxed charm that makes summer days feel endless. So, whether you're building your garden from scratch or giving it a fresh new frame, the right fence and border combination can make all the difference. These cottage garden ideas are more than just aesthetics. They're about creating a feeling, a mood, a place where life slows down and beauty grows freely. I hope this video inspired you to dream a little wilder and plant a little braver. Don't forget to subscribe if you love this kind of content, give it a like if your heart's fluttering with ideas, and leave a comment with your favorite fence and flower combo. Until next time, happy planting and may your garden always feel like home.